What does the sun, Chernobyl, and a banana have in common? I know they don't walk into a bar. All of these things have radioactive properties, and I just want to talk a little bit about radioactive units. The reason I wanted to do this video is because there's so many, and I didn't realize just how many there are. The first one we're going to talk about is becquerel. You might know him because he did win a Nobel Prize alongside Pierre and Marie Skłodowska-Curie. The unit becquerel describes the disintegration that occurs per second. Multiply that number by 37 billion and you have the Curie. This is the conventional unit of activity. Another unit associated with radioactivity is Gray. It is described as the absorption per matter. So the unit would be joule per kilogram. This would be a very important aspect in medicine, for example. Another form of this unit is rad. You probably encountered this if you played Fallout. 1 rad is equal to 0.01 Gray. That is how the rad is defined nowadays, but back in the day it was defined slightly differently. It was defined as 100 ergs absorbed per 1 gram of matter, and ergs was just 10 to the minus 7 joules. Another unit that was used in the past a lot is the unit Röntgen. If you watched the BBC Chernobyl TV show, you would recognize that this was the standard unit that they were using. This is expressed as the unit of exposure to radiation. From 1930s onwards, it was the standard unit used to discuss radiation and radioactivity. It is defined as the electric charge freed by the radiation in 1 cubic centimeter of air divided by the mass of the air. The problem with this unit was it was only talking about the radiation that actually traveled through air, and we know that sometimes that's not the case. We're talking about human bodies, that there's direct contact as well, and all of these things need to be taken into consideration. Around that time we also had REM, a Röntgen equivalent man. This was basically associated with Röntgen, but it was talking about the effective dose. It was the value representation of how much it takes to start damaging the body. 1 REM is 0.01 sievert. And what is a sievert? The sievert is the SI unit where we represent the dangerous radiation. The sievert is an SI unit to represent the dangers of the ionization radiation. It is defined as the probability of getting cancer and genetic mutation due to the exposure of radiation. 1 sievert is equal to 100 rem. There's probably a lot more units out there, but this is just a quick summary, and if I left anything out, please let me know.